Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters, and I'm back for another day here at Six Flags Great Adventure. This is kind of like, I guess, a take two of opening day. Just because opening day had so many other things going on, I wanted to kind of come back here before the main summer season just to get another full day in of checking out all the other rides in the park. Although I do want to do something special for today. So the day I'm recording this is May 3rd. And that means tomorrow is Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna see how many Star Wars memes I can cram into this video. So let's get this Six Flags Day started.
This is where the fun begins.
The park has opened. Just witnessed a running of the bulls. I was like front in line at the rope drop, or near the front, but a bunch of people just took off in front of me, and then I got overshot from people behind me.
Stand up, let's go.
We're gonna be starting off on Flash Vertical Velocity. Alright, just got two rides on Flash, one in the front row and one in the back row. I think I could say the front row is the best for the stall and the double up and down, but the back row is really great for obviously going backwards up the spike, but also the like turnaround over here. Get really great negatives and also positives when you're in the back row. The line's a bit too long for us now to go back on it, but overall, great ride, but definitely come here first.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
And I'm not joined alone today. I am joined by...
What's up, guys?
Anyway, who are you?
I'm an East Coaster fan.
Oh, I couldn't tell you're not wearing your shirt. What'd you think of Flash?
Oh, that was good. Still need to get that front row ride. The back is still fun. It's running maybe a little bit faster just because of how warm it is. And also, crew's killing.
Yeah, great job with the crew. You guys are like, not only like sending the trains out fast, but also like filling up all the seats. Anyway, our next ride is actually gonna be Justice League because I didn't do it opening day.
We teamed up to take control of Metropolis. We're doing everything we can to defend this city of tomorrow. But with Luthor's off-the-charts intellect and the Joker's gifts for chaos and destruction, it hasn't been easy.
All done with Justice League. It was a typical Justice League ride, although the Joker animatronic was like mute. He wasn't talking. Anyway, we're here in Yum Yum Cafe. They completely redid the inside of this, and I'm really liking it. The menu looked like to be mostly the same, just chicken tenders and burger, but hopefully it's good chicken tenders and burgers.
It ought to be here, but it isn't.
I had a cheeseburger and mac and cheese platter from Yum Yum, and it was actually pretty good. Good cheeseburger and some decent mac and cheese. But anyway, we're over here in the Frontier Adventure to ride the log flume. I guess they decided it was warm enough today to finally open it for the season. I wasn't expecting on riding this today, but we're about to go on.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one.
So getting off Log Flume, we just wanted to check and see how Best of the West was looking, and we thought it was closed because there was nobody over here, but then we like went inside and It looks like the restaurant isn't open, but it looks like the bar is all open. So if you want to come and get a drink, I guess Best of the West is here for you.
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
The log flume was pretty fun. I got just the right amount of wet, you know, just a little bit on the shirt. My shoes and socks stayed mostly dry, but still a really great ride. I'm glad that they're finally getting this up and running. All right, just got a back car ride on El Toro, riding in the middle of the car, and wow, that was one of the best El Toro rides I've been on in a while. I mean, you know, I know it got some track work over the off season. I know in the next 2 years they're gonna do more retracking, but it was running pretty smooth compared to the past few years, and it was absolutely flying over those hills. I think just because it's all warmed up now and the weather's nice and like, it's about like in the 80s, I think, right now. So I guess it's just warmed up enough that it's running really fast. And yeah, I might have to come back here later to get some more rides later in the day. So we decided to come over here to Boardwalk just to check the status of things. And yeah, you're the Golden Kingdom guy. What do you think about this?
Go watch my video. It's now plugged.
Yeah, this is still kind of a weird sight to see. This whole area now just closed off. And just going through the boardwalk with everything being like, even like all the restaurants over here are closed, so there's like nothing back here except Slingshot and Superman. Yeah, it's definitely weird looking over there not seeing Ka, but you realize I've like never been to like this little kind of cul-de-sac area of Great Adventure where they got the 3-point challenge, Slingshot, and then Great American Road Race. Like, does anybody, how many people like do this? Maybe like GP do it, but I don't know if any like enthusiasts or coaster will actually come over here and ride it. And you know, they have a good amount of space here where they have the old simulator building and you know, go-kart track and probably some room over here. They could, you know, put something nice here. But we can't focus on this waste of space here because we gotta focus on the empty plot of land over there. Also, I've never done either Slingshot or Great American Road Race. Maybe someday.
Ooh, there goes Quadranero's power coupling. Skywalker's spinning out of control. Adam to that University farm. That's gotta hurt. Skywalker's been forced onto the service ramp.
Nitro was great, especially in the back row. I was able to get a ton of room and got a ton of airtime on it. Now Sean had to head home early. He has schoolwork to do. Yeah, come on, Sean.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
I'm gonna head back over to Superman to see if it reopened. I'm pretty sure it's back open, so we're gonna be heading on Superman next.
Oh, they fly now! They fly now? They fly now!
All right, we gotta talk about Superman. The ride itself was actually really good, you know, solid Superman. But we ended up waiting on the brake run for probably like 5 minutes, and there was just a bunch of kids just screaming random stuff. You know that they were just saying weird stuff when the funniest thing they said was chicken jockey. Everything else was just random, like middle school or early high school nonsense, and I'm just like, isn't this supposed to be a chaperone policy? I don't know how they got on without a chaperone, but whatever. Ride itself was fine, and I used one of my skip the lines with my season pass in order to make that line a lot easier. Anyway, I think we're gonna head over to El Toro now. All right, we gotta talk El Toro. So I got in line, I got pretty much in the station, like another train or two, and it went down for lightning. So we decided to wait it out, and eventually it did reopen, and I was able to get a back row ride on it. Wow, it was flying. And there was empty rows in the station, like, let me stay on, and then I got a rain ride on it. That was also really great. I then kind of went back around, got another ride. It was great, but the last ride was in a wheel seat, and it was running a bit rough. But kind of one other thing, and this kind of goes along with what I was saying at Superman. There was also a lot of rowdy kids in the station yelling. I think some of them were like yelling and calling one of the ops, who was a really nice guy. We were talking to him for a bit. They were like calling him, let's just say slurs and leave it at that. And even when I was leaving, I saw like there was a bunch of security and even some police people there, and I looked like a cop car there, so might have some people getting kicked out of the park. And you know, they put these chaperone policies in because of these kids. You know, parents, watch your damn kids. Kids, just be respectful. Come on, man, stop ruining people's days like this, and probably ruining your own day by getting kicked out of the park. All right, just got another ride on Flash Vertical Velocity. It was great. The ride's great. I mean, there's not much else more I could say. It's just a great, solid ride, but definitely come here either the beginning of the day or the very end of the day. Like that, I probably will in maybe like 20, 25 minutes. So, you know, there are times when it's definitely a really long line, but I think, you know, if the wait's less than 30 minutes, it's worth definitely riding. But even if the line's longer than that, I still recommend giving it a shot.
I say patience. Patience? Yes.
So that wraps up my day here at Six Flags Great Adventure, and overall it was a pretty solid day. I was worried the crowds might be a bit too big just because, you know, it's a Saturday in May, the weather's really nice. But I was able to get on pretty much everything except Medusa, which was pretty much down for most of the day. And other than the annoying kids for the school groups, or I think there was some like band or dance event going on today, I had a really solid time. Yeah, that's just a solid day at Great Adventure. Enough said.
I have spoken.
So to wrap things up, make sure you guys do the usual. If you like the video, give a like. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, including more videos from Six Flags Great Adventure, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to also follow at Blue Diamond Coasters on both Instagram and TikTok, if TikTok is still around. Make sure to also check out my friend Sean's channel at East Coaster Fan on YouTube and Instagram. And until next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. Later.